This is Colin Selleck of Binghamton University. This video lecture is the course introduction to the course Statics, ME 273, and we use the book Statics by R.C. Hibbler, 14th edition. So let's have a look at the syllabus. This is an online course. It's 3 credit hours, and both summer sessions are used, so the course will run until early August. Here's my email address. There are no official hours, office hours, but just send email. And remember, I only read email 8 to 5 Monday through Friday, so please plan accordingly. And since this is an online course, you're encouraged to use the discussion forum on Blackboard. And you click discussion on the left side there. The text, R.C. Hibbler, Engineering Mechanics Statics, 14th edition, it is required. Also required are online resources. You must go to masterengineering.com and sign up using this course ID, ME273 Selleck 17. You can also purchase an online version of the book there. And as I said, all the homework will be done on this site as well. Homework's worth 10%, and each of the exams are worth 30%. And here's the grading scale. Now, it's okay to work on assignments together, but please turn in your own work. Remember, academic dishonesty can result in course failure and dismissal from the university. You're responsible for all readings listed on the syllabus and the lecture materials and on my courses. The course objectives, we're going to cover fundamental issues from the field of rigid body mechanics. We use calculus, differential equation, physics, and basic engineering concepts. We use these to investigate common problems in the statics of rigid body mechanics, using fundamental principles involving forces and equilibrium. Both theoretical development and applied problem solving are emphasized. And by the end of the course, you should be able to do these things: compute equivalent force system for parallel and coplanar systems, draw a free body diagram for a particle or a rigid body in both 3 and 2 dimensions, compute forces and moments necessary for static equilibrium of a rigid body, include the effects of friction and equilibrium analysis to determine impending slip or tipping, compute the equilibrium forces for systems that have belts in them, analyze 2-dimensional truss structures to determine the forces in each member and indicate their sense, whether or not they're in tension or compression. Sketch the loading, shear, and moment diagrams of a beam. Compute the centroid of a 2- to 3-dimensional shape. And finally, compute the second moment and product of the area of a 2-dimensional shape. Prerequisites for this course are General Physics 1 and Calc 2. Here are the reading topics. We cover general principles, vector algebra review, fundamentals of mechanics, equilibrium of a particle, equivalent force systems, equations of equilibrium for rigid bodies, structural analysis on truss and frames, internal forces, shear and moment diagrams, friction, and we're not going to cover fluid statics, but we will cover center of gravity. Like I said, homework is done electronically via Master in Engineering. The 3 exams that you're going to be turning in, you'll be using a proctor, and the proctor will scan your completed exam and email it to me. Those exams must be neat and professional, otherwise I won't accept them. Late homework is not accepted. I've already told you about the score, and to review the Watson Academic Honesty Policy at that URL. If you want your exams regraded, you must submit in writing within 1 week of the return of the exam. You normally have 2 hours for each of the 2 exams during the semester and 3 hours for the final. They're not open book, but you are allowed to bring in a sheet of paper with whatever formula, notes, diagrams, etc. that you feel are needed. You may use both sides of a standard 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. You will also need to bring a calculator and writing utensils. If you require special services due to a disability, please provide me with a letter from the Office for Students with Disabilities. Lesson plan. You already know about the textbook and where you do your homework. So each module has a homework assignment that's due by 11:59 p.m. on the Sunday after the assignment week. And you're responsible for reading the chapter in the textbook, doing the reading assignment. And please, it's very important that you do this reading assignment before you look at the video lectures to reinforce your learning. Please also read all the course documents in this Module 0 and start looking for a proctor. And then Module 1 will cover Chapter 2 on force vectors. That's the week of May 28th. Module 2 on equilibrium of a particle. It's the week of June 4th. And the week of June 11th is Chapter 4, force system resultants. Now the week of June 18th we'll have a review and an exam. The exam covers modules 1 through 3, and it must be completed by 5 p.m. Friday, June 23rd. And then we'll do Chapter 5, Equilibrium of a Rigid Body, during the week of June 25th. Week of July 2nd, we'll do Chapter 6, Structural Analysis. And then week of July 9, we'll do Chapter 7, Internal Forces. The week of July 16th is the second exam. Covers modules 4 through 6, and it must be completed by 5 p.m. on Friday, July 28th. And then we'll move on the week of July 23rd to Chapter 8 on friction, and then Module 8 is on Chapter 9, center of gravity and centroid. And that's the week of July 30th. The week of August 6th is the review and the final exam, which must be completed by 5 p.m. on Friday, August 11th. Okay, let's take a look at the Blackboard website, which is also called My Courses. The URL is mycourses.binghamton.edu. I call this Blackboard interchangeably with My Courses. So in the syllabus link, you'll see the syllabus that we just spoke about. If you click on discussions, it'll take you to an online forum where you can post a question and have your fellow students respond. And the meat of the course is in the content section. I'll have all the modules in here eventually, but let's just open up Module 01. There's always a reading assignment, and again, I encourage you, please do the reading assignment before you look at the video lectures. There'll be a homework assignment, which will just refer you to Mastering Engineering, and then for each lecture I have an entry here, and they're all on YouTube. The videos are on YouTube, so you can just click the link. So let's take a look at Mastering Engineering website. It's at masteringengineering.com, and you'll need to sign up, and there is a fee for this service. You do all the homework here, and you can also purchase a copy of the PDF of the book. And the course number you see here, ME273 CELIC M17, you'll need that to sign up for the course. And the assignments are all here. So you click on the Assignments tab, and you can see 3 homeworks already assigned, Introduction to Mastering Engineering. That'll teach you how to use this website. And then homework 1 on Chapter 2. And then in all the homeworks I do adaptive follow-up 2 days later, and you can do this for credit. So it looks at your responses to your homework problems and provides you with a set specifically designed for you to help you reinforce areas that you're weak in. So I encourage you to do, well, you must do the homework and also the follow-up for each assignment. Okay, this concludes the video lecture on the course introduction to ME273 statics. The next video is on Chapter 1, General Principles. See you in cyberspace.